We've been using LiveU since 2012 when we broadcasted our first ever live pregame show from El Paso, Texas. Prior to LiveU, we weren't capable of streaming any content live from remote locations apart from our main campus. Today we're able to use cell-bonded transmissions such as LiveU to bring on-location content from across the country back to our studios.
UCLA Athletics, we have 25 sports teams, over 700 student athletes. We're live streaming a couple practices this year to get everybody excited, showcase the great talent of our student athletes and coaching and staff that we have on the field and bring it to you in your homes.
Four's up, wake up. Great to have you with us here early.
Harvard has 42 Division I teams, things like football and basketball and hockey, but also things that are more unusual like water polo and fencing and track and rowing. And our goal from the very start when I started is how do we get rowing to everyone around the world, to let them watch it, but not only that, but make it a compelling broadcast. We have a drone camera that's covering most of the race, and we have a LiveU pack next to the drone operator. He plugs in his drone controller to the LiveU pack, and then we have another camera on a boat, on a launch, following the races, and that's also connected to another LiveU pack.
We use LiveU to edit our TV shows primarily. It helps us send our shoot footage directly back to our production building, which is on campus at Auburn University. But we shoot our segments and they are automatically fed back to our editor, and he's able to start editing the show pretty much in real time. It really saves us time. LiveU has pretty much eliminated the need to edit on the road.
When you think about the vast number of events that take place on a college campus, we're talking about a lot of ways to use live streaming to take experiences that used to be a lot of people on one place and distribute them out. So normally when you build a live production, you have a large crew. It's a lot of people, and there a lot of times are wedged in a little room. So that the LiveU and the ability to move around, the flexibility, the portability side of it, I think is going to be a huge factor, because so many of these events are no longer in a building that has great wired connections. They're going to be outdoors. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, how do we get connection out there? And the LiveU really answers a lot of that.
The use of remote transmission has been critical to our ability to quickly deploy coverage. We have a centralized control room here that's connected via fiber to all of our athletic venues. However, there might be times where there's an event such as a press conference or a practice off-site that needs live coverage. And it might not be feasible for us to install fiber, or we might not have the time to run cable to these locations just for a temporary use. And as a result, we rely on LiveU to bring that coverage back to our facility.
So we started off with 2 cameras on the field, and we were using LiveU backpacks in order to transmit that signal up to our control room. We decided to use LiveU because of the bonded cellular functionality of the backpacks. Thanks to LiveU, we had no jitters, we had consistent quality of video, and also IFB going back over.
What's a better way of building pride and community than letting alumni and parents and fans watch wherever they are? Athletics is the front porch of the university. It's what people think of first when they think of many schools. And if we can let people watch from anywhere they are, that's where we can contribute.
The possibilities and what LiveU can provide is something that really could push the boundaries. And what it saves us and just the amount of work it saves us makes it so valuable.